Hi, Kristal Wick at Artbeads Cafe, where we have all things caffeinated, beady, and fabulous. Speaking of fabulous, Cynthia, Chief Grand Wazoo Fabuloso Designer here at Artbeads, right?
Thank you.
Happy to have you again with your beautiful things. So, what was the inspiration in this gorgeous piece?
Well, I had to make a piece for fall and winter trend.
Oh, okay.
And it took me a while to think about it because winter is not really a season that I like because it's dark and cold, and especially here in Washington, it's raining. So I did my research on the trend for this fall and winter. And on the Pantone color trends, there was this little color called Samba, and it was a red color. And I thought, what a fun color for winter.
Perfect to brighten up a dull winter.
Exactly.
Oh,
and
cute.
when I heard Samba, I heard the music, I heard something warm and something that makes you very happy. So I started with that color.
Oh.
And I find this beautiful astral pink Swarovski.
Oh, gorgeous.
Stone. Yes.
Yeah, the astral pink, it is to die for, I must say.
It
So
is. It has
good
this,
choice.
Yeah, it has this really warm color of orange, pink. Depending how you move, it kind of brings those colors. So I use it as my centerpiece.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then because it's winter, I was thinking, okay, let's put some black around it. Kind of feeling, okay, outside is dark and cold, but there is still joy in winter. There is still something beautiful in winter.
Oh,
And
nice.
to remember that it's not just darkness and it's not just rain outside.
Like a little internal flame that's
Exactly.
hidden away inside your dark winter.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. Yes. And
That's great.
And I wanted to bring also some fall colors, so that's why I added some of the seedling mix with
Nice.
some crystal also. And I had to have those little scales. They're so much fun, and I love the noise they made.
Oh, they're like little chimes in your jewelry. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
And nice texture with the little danglies. Those are really pretty. They're nicely finished too. You know, some of them are a little sharp on the edges, and these look really nice and soft.
They're very soft, very light, so it doesn't make your necklace too heavy also.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then so Cynthia, do you find that it's inspiring to look at the Pantone colors for the upcoming seasons and base jewelry on that?
I do. I tend to go often and check, and also read why they choose those colors and why the designers talk about those colors. It's very interesting.
That's a good thing to know, because I know a lot of our designers are always wondering where to start.
Right.
What's the inspiration?
That's true. Yes, yes.
Oh.
And Pantone is a great place to go.
Great. Well, thanks for the tip and your
You're
beautiful
welcome.
inspiration piece here.
Thank you.
Cynthia, I'm excited about Kristal Wick's picks because in light of school starting, I flat backed a few things here that I think our back to school kids would enjoy. I love using the different shapes, so I have some of the heart flatbacks, gorgeous Swarovski flatbacks, and some of the smaller ones. And I took a clipboard, just a regular clipboard. They come in such cute shapes and colors and sizes, and I flat backed away.
Yes, I can't believe how many you put on that clipboard. That's really cute though.
It's over the top, but it doesn't have to be. You could put a couple on there. I use 2-part epoxy glue, which is really important so that everything stays on and nothing falls off. But I had to do this little clipboard that fits on the inside of a locker. So you can hang it on the inside of your locker, and you've got your mirror on the top so you can check your lipstick. And then whiteboard, a little tiny whiteboard sticker that you stick right on the clipboard. So you can do a whiteboard sticker, and then I used little bottle caps here on the ends and glued those on with the Swarovski hearts. So cute. And then I took some clothespins and covered them with glitter and added a cute little heart there. Now you can get them with glitter already on them. If they don't come that way, then you can cover them yourself in your favorite glitter. And again, it's another layer of blingalicious goodness. So I had a good time doing that, and I used the crystal katana to bling all this up. It's a wonderful tool if you're doing any kind of flat back affixing to glue. It's really fast. You go twice as fast, at least as if you were using tweezers or anything else.
Okay.
So I had to move beyond just the locker and do some accessories. Accessories for our lovely students, and pens and bookmarks. These are magnetic bookmarks. And so while you're blinging up your little locker room here, you might as well add it to your pens and some magnetic bookmarks so that you can share them with your girlfriends. I figured, they do a lot of swaps, so you can all make your favorite colors and then swap out with your best friend and, just do a few things that girls like.
And I wanted to ask you how difficult it is to put on a pen because it's not a flat surface?
Good question. 5-minute two-part epoxy is for that purpose alone, because there's a 30-minute and then there's a 5-minute.
Right.
The 5-minute works great for anything that's curved or not flat, because if you use a 30-minute epoxy, your crystals will slide down the surface.
Right.
So if you do 5-minute, you have to work pretty quickly, of course, and mix up a couple of batches if you're using, like for the 3 pens, I think I had to mix up 2 different batches because it dries very quickly. It's 5 minutes.
Right.
But then you're sure it's going to stay put. So that's always a good thing to know, using 5-minute or 30-minute.
Okay.
Because they're both really, really super strong, so you get the same coverage as far as, they're bulletproof. They last forever. But depending on what you're using it for, the surface. The flat ones here, I was able to use the 30-minute.
Oh, great.
But again, the 5-minute works great, and again, you can bling up. Once you get started with this, you cannot stop. No, there's barrettes, and there's all the, the charms. Oh my goodness, the charms that you can make out of these bottle caps for their backpacks.
True, yes.
So cute. So again, just start and go. You get a lot of stuff going on, and you can do it together. Like you could do it as a mother and daughter project together would be really fun, or get a BFF party.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of girls
before
together.
School. Get them excited before school.
Yep. Bring your stuff. Let's bling it up. That's good. So I thought I'd share that for Kristal Wick's picks. Cynthia, it's time for a Q&A session, and we have Patty Ann from Anchorage asking, how do you make your own bales? What are some options for making your own bales?
Okay.
Can you help her out?
I can.
Great.
And there are several ways, and this is why it's so great. You have a lot of different possibilities. So let's start with the donut. It's a simple donut, and you just want to put a ribbon. A nice way to make a nice little bale is to just add some large hole beads, and here I have 2 Swarovski beads, really beautiful. You just slide on the ribbon, and that kind of dressed up the whole thing.
Yeah, it did. It adds a lot of life and sparkle to that piece.
Exactly.
Nice.
And then I use also a lot of seed beads for making bale. And here I use 3 strands of seed beads that you just thread around the hole of the tag of the pendant, and then you crimp in the back.
Oh, so it doesn't show.
No.
That's great.
Yes. The other thing that I like is to use something completely different that is not supposed to be a bell. Like we have those beautiful embellishment link, and to use them to put in front of the pendant because they're so pretty, you don't want to hide them.
That's a good point.
And at the same time, they give you a design with the pendant that you made.
And you're just attaching that with glue?
I did the glue. I did the epoxy 5. That's the glue that I really liked, and that was it. So you have a really cute pendant, and then you just add a jump ring, and you can put a chain or ribbon.
And that takes minutes. That's really nice. I like that one a lot.
Yes. And the last one is, of course, I had to put some crystals.
Yes, never enough.
And on this one, instead of putting the thread on the 3 little loop that I created, I put the thread only in 1 loop in the middle. So that gives another design on the bell. That looks really cute also.
Nice. And it looks so nicely finished. It's just another touch at the top of that.
Yes.
Wow, these are great ideas.
So that's several ways to make your own bells.
And they're all simple, so anybody can do them.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks
for sharing that with us,
You're
Cynthia. And thanks for joining us on Artbeads Cafe. We have all things beady and caffeinated. And if you have any questions for us, feel free to let us know at artbeads.com. Meanwhile, go and enjoy your beadylicious selves.